I feel like we don't talk about the terrors of girlhood enough, because if we did, we would know why women are rejecting traditional womanhood, wifedom, motherdom at alarming rates. Because the fear, the shame, and the violence, both felt and witnessed daily, had me in a constant state of survival. And I'll be turning 30 soon, and I'm just now learning how to live in that balance. Because female socialization is nothing like male socialization. Men are not receiving constant messages about their purity, their bodily autonomy, in the same way that girls are. And the messaging is coming at all angles, constantly. Every system in place is designed to shape young women's behavior. The church isn't worried about the purity of boys, it's worried about the purity of girls. Schools aren't worried about how much skin boys are showing, they're worried about girls. Diet campaigns aren't worried about how large boys are, they're worried about girls. Makeup companies, clothing brands, they're not advertising to young boys, they're advertising to girls. Music, porn, television, you name it, it's all shaped around the consumption of girls and women as both products and consumers. That is a unique position to be in society, where you are the subject of your own consumption. Men are taught that their bodily functions are dirty, that their body is inherently sinful and lustful, that they are responsible for the violence enacted against them, that they must behave, dress, and participate in society in a particular function. While we can say that men are obliged to do certain things in society, it will never be as rigid as what is expected from young girls. And this magnetization is heightened in a school environment, because boys enforce female socialization once we hit a certain age, with shame, with fear, with violence. And in turn, we as women enact that same shame, that same fear, that same violence back onto each other for the sake of survival. Because if you are not the object of a man's desire, then you are the object of his animosity. These are not new concepts to women. This is something that we learn at a very young age. When women don't dress, appear, or behave in the way that society expects them to behave, who accepts them? Surely not other women, because it makes them a target for harm. But when men don't behave the way the society wants them to behave, who accepts them? Women, right? And that's why all of these LGBTQ2 plus communities can exist in the first place. Because women are the ones accepting people for who they are, because of the reality of the terror that we faced as girls. When you go through the brutality, anxiety, the stress of having to fit into a mold day in, day out, or face ostracization if you don't, then of course you want to accept others. Being a girl is surviving. A lot of girls don't start off liking dresses, liking jewelry, liking makeup. You have to like those things at first. It's not just coming from any one angle, but from everywhere. And it's truly exhausting. It's taken me the last 10 years to unpack the trauma of girlhood. Most of the women I know never talk about the traumas of adolescence. But if we did, you would understand exactly why women are rejecting womanhood. We're trying to redefine it all together.